Rigathi Gachagua's fall from grace is a stark reminder of how just, treacherous and unpredictable the political landscape in Kenya can be.
Na sisi tunasema ya mbele bwana Rigiji hayajulikani. Siasa hubadilika. Tuko na marafiki wamekuwa na sisi kwa Azimio, sasa wameingia kule kwenu. Hawa rafiki zetu wana historia, wako kama ngamia. Ngamia akiingiza kichwa anasema sijaingia kwa hema ya serikali bwana. Si unaona mgongo bado uko nje? Kidogo anaingiza shingo, kidogo anaingiza nundu, mwishowe ni miguu. Bwana Rigiji, sisi tumeacha kwa matana hao wenzetu. Lakini wewe pia uchunge wao wenzetu wakiingia kule kama ngamia, wataingia na kutoa wengine huko. Kichwa chako ukiona wengine wananyolewa, weka maji.
And CS Eugene, I have heard you. Don't worry my brother. Kwa hii serikali hii, mimi ndio mwenyewe niko ndani. Hata kukija kamia gani, mimi ni chuma ya zamani, niko huko ndani. I'm inside. Hii serikali sinilipigania. There is no way I can move even an inch. Hakuna nafasi ya kusoga hata inchi moja. Wale rais ameleta, tumewakaribisha tufanye kazi pamoja for one country. And the coming of the people who have come cannot displace the ones who are there. And even if there was an attempt and there isn't, it cannot work. Because mwenye kukaa pale Rigiji ni chuma. Iko namna hiyo. So don't relax, there is no problem.
One moment you are standing confidently beside the president as his trusted deputy, basking in power and influence. The next, you are sidelined, watching as the very authority you wielded is transferred to someone who once appeared as your ally.
I didn't know President William Ruto can be that vicious. I'm shocked by how vicious a man I helped to be president, a man that I believed in, a man that I was persecuted when supporting him, could be so vicious against me when I'm literally fighting for my life in hospital. How cruel can a man be? You know?
In Gachagua's case, it has become all too clear that yesterday's confidence can swiftly turn into today's rivals. For Gachagua, reality has now set in. He is no longer Kenya's deputy president, but has been effectively demoted to the status of an ordinary mwananchi, albeit a considerably wealthier one than most Kenyans struggling with economic hardship.
Hata kukija kamia gani, mimi ni chuma ya zamani, niko huko ndani. I'm inside. Hii serikali sinilipigania. There is no way I can move even an inch.
But what went wrong? Why has Gachagua, once a key figure in the Kenya Kwanza government, become the antagonist in this unfolding political drama? According to insiders and loyalists of the government, Gachagua's downfall was rooted in his alleged ambitions to overshadow his boss, plotting a path that some saw as a potential coup within the executive. He was accused of attempting to run a parallel government, speaking louder and more boldly on policy matters than even the president himself.
So it was a coup that day?
25th of June, there was a planned coup. There was a regime change. There was a serious plan of a regime change.
Was Rigathi Gachagua any part of that?
Don't take me that route. But I'm sure, now I'm the Minister for Environment. Ask me about Nairobi River. Ask me about waste management. I'm sure the custodian of intelligence and security.
Yes. But you were defense CS then.
Yes.
You were defense CS.
I was a defense CS. So when I retire, I'll write a book.
No.
Now I'm still in government.
You were just...
Now I'm still under oath of cabinet collective responsibility.
Right.
Yes.
And secrecy oath, whatever.
Yeah.
But still...
But I have told you there was a coup.
There was a coup.
There was a coup.
And things could have gotten very
and that's
ugly.
why one of the charges against in the impeachment motion was about national security. Yeah. I mean, you need to read, you have written a book. You need to read between the lines. One of the charges is about infringement on the national security. When you are a member of the National Security Council. Then you must abide by how that national, and the president is the chairman.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when he called out Nurdin Haji at one point saying the NIS director is the most useless or whatever he said about it.
There are certain institutions
you don't touch.
in our country. No, you don't disparage them. You don't indict them. Not only national intelligence, security organs, National Intelligence Service, the Kenya Defense Forces, the judiciary, you know, the office of the DPP, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, but more so, an institution of the status of the National Intelligence Service. That not only gives intelligence on how to protect our nation, both internally and externally, but engages with other key global intelligence partners. By the time you disparage, and the person disparaging is not Jeff Koinange, it's not the Minister for Forestry or Climate Change, and
it's the DP.
He's a deputy, he's the second in command. Yeah?
President William Ruto has not shied away from addressing the rift, sadly reminding us and admitting that the strain in their political partnership began the moment Gachagua was sworn in. Ruto confessed, hinting at how isolated he began to feel within his own administration.
I have almost become a lonely voice in the executive, especially the presidency. Speaking about our projects, speaking about our programs, elaborating on what we are doing. You are eloquent, my brother. You are intelligent, my brother. I am confident that you will do that which I have missed for the last 2 years. I know you will.
That's a job,
From Gachagua's perspective, however, this entire saga is a politically motivated witch hunt. He claims that his impeachment was engineered as punishment for his alignment with the people on key policies, a stance that he argues threatened certain interests within the administration. He maintains that his loyalty to ordinary Kenyans rather than to the internal power games ultimately led to his downfall.
I'm the only man in the cabinet and in the whole government who can stand up to President William Ruto and tell him, hey brother, this is not right. This Adani thing is not good for the country. There's too much corruption, Mr. President. This how thing is being forced down on the people of Kenya. And they don't like it. Please don't force it down on them. You know, situations where medical equipment that was being supplied by Kenyans to the Ministry of Health now has been given to one single Asian. I said, Mr. President, this is not right. We are killing our business people.
As Gachagua watches his former office from the outside, he has one pointed message for the legislative body that orchestrated his swift ouster. If they could move this quickly to impeach him, they should exercise the same urgency in passing bills that benefit Kenyans.
Ile speed walitumia kunitoa, watumie hiyo speed kupitisha hiyo bila ya kahawa. Ipitishwe na usiku yeko kwa Kenya gazeti. Na asubuhi rais apelekewe aweke nini? Si ya kunitoa ilikuwa haraka sana. Hii ya kahawa imekaa mwaka moja. Sasa tunataka kuwauliza wabunge wetu, hasa wale wametoka hapa kwa Mlima Kenya, pahali kwa kahawa. The same speed and efficiency that you displayed in the National Assembly to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, use the same speed and efficiency to pass the Coffee Bill 2023 to become law. Use the same speed to pass the Cooperative Law Bill of 2023 ambayo itatusaidia kutengeneza mambo ya usimamizi
wa cooperative societies.